McLaren's history in America dates back really to his earliest days of racing. We were dominant in Can-Am, winning championships multiple times, both with Bruce, Denny, Hulme, Dan Gurney, legendary drivers. And then, of course, little Johnny Rutherford, the Lone Star.
Bruce McLaren was one of those guys that you take notice of. He had sports car racing pretty much corralled with the Chevrolet engine sports cars. It was amazing to see how fast he came on the scene and rose to prominence.
The McLaren Elva is the purest driving car that they've made to date. The lightest, the fastest, 814 horsepower. There's this minimalist design directly from the Can-Am era. Open cockpit, wind hitting you in the face. It has a very nostalgic and kind of retro feel to it.
The feeling I get when I sit in my McLaren, it lets me be the little boy that always wanted to be a Formula One driver. The sound, the engagement, you feel everything through the seat, through your hands. It's a very connected vehicle.
I think one of the cool things with McLaren is it's really a race team that started building road cars. The simplicity of them and how well built they are, it's outstanding.
The story is what matters about an automobile. People do talk about, they do remember stories. If you think of the IndyCar drivers that have won in the old Elva, and you start thinking of the other race car drivers that were around at the time that Bruce McLaren was driving, when this car does launch, there's going to be a lot of old souls around it. If you're a historian in racing and you have a car collection, you're going to want that car because of the people who drove it.
The Elva is quite a collector's car and very limited edition. Anything that we do that's low volume, it historically is appreciated quite a bit. In decades to come, I think it'll be something that people remember as a very special, very fast, great looking car.
Everything about McLaren is authenticity. Elva represents that in the purest and the most perfect sense, from both the driving dynamics of the car, the design, the technology that's in it. I have no doubt that the 149 Elvas in 10 to 15 years will be iconic cars.
This is nothing different than driving 100 miles an hour on a motorcycle. The exhilaration is going to be tremendous. And the attitude of the drivers driving this are one-of-a-kind attitudes. They're all going to be people that love excitement, love adrenaline, love a story, and are the kind of people you want to be around. That's what's going to drive an Elva.